Okay, but it is my opinion that during this tour, while Richard was gone and Buckingham was left in the Tower of London, that he murdered them. Okay, some people agree with me, some historians agree with me, some historians don't agree with me. I think that the evidence points straight to Buckingham. Now, in the early 20th century, they discovered a stairwell in the Tower of London that had the bones of approximately a 13-year-old boy and an 11-year-old boy. This pretty much points to the fact that those were the princes. Now, they will not let them do DNA tests on them, because after they were found in the stairwell, they were interred in Westminster Abbey, and they will not let them do DNA tests on them. So it has never been proved beyond a shadow of doubt that they are the princes, but they're likely the princes. As a matter of fact, if you go to the Tower of London, the stairwell has a plaque on it saying that this is where the princes in the tower were found. Okay, so as I said, Buckingham took the opportunity to dispose of the princes while Richard was away. When Richard discovered this, Richard lost his mind. Okay, as I said before, Richard worshipped his older brother. Okay, and if his older brother's sons were meant to be the king, Richard would have supported that. Because like I said, it was a worship thing. It wasn't just, oh, I like my big brother. I worship that man. So that's another reason why I don't believe that Richard had anything to do with their deaths. Accounts vary, but it's generally accepted that the princes were never seen again after the summer of 1483. Now, some people said, like, there's an obscure Italian monk that says that he was at the Tower of London and that he saw the kids playing in the yard in 1484. I'm not quite sure if that's real or not. Needless to say, they were likely dead by then. So the disappearance of the princes lost Richard the support of a lot of the Edwardian loyalists, okay, including a lot of people in London. Okay, Richard was losing support left and right because they felt that he murdered the true heir to the throne. And if you look at all the circumstances, it does look suspicious. Okay, he takes the princes, they disappear, he names himself king. Okay, that looks suspicious. Okay, and everybody pretty much lost their faith in Richard. A lot of the people in London still held loyal to him, and more importantly, Parliament stayed loyal to Richard. Amidst the rumors of the prince's murders, Richard attempted to govern in an efficient and just manner. He made attempts to ease tensions with the Lancastrian by having Henry VI reinterred in St. George's Chapel. Okay, that was an olive branch there to the Lancastrians. He also founded King's College, Queen's College at Cambridge University, as well as founding the Royal College of Arms. So he did do things. At least he attempted to do things in the short time that he was in power. In 1483, a conspiracy arose among a number of disaffected gentry, many of whom had been supporters of Edward IV. The conspiracy was led by, guess who? Buckingham. Yes, of course, it was Buckingham. Okay, after Buckingham fell from favor, he had to scramble, because he knew what he did. And there's going to be evidence of that in a second. But he knew what he did, and he knew that Richard was never going to forgive him for it. So he had to come up with another plan. And his plan was to get with the Woodvilles, depose Richard III, and put Henry Tudor on the throne. Okay, and then have him marry Edward IV's daughter, Elizabeth of York. Okay, now the Woodvilles had just wanted to put Edward V back on the throne. But Buckingham told Woodville that he was sure that the princes were dead. Wonder how he was so sure. Okay, which fueled her paranoia, much like he did Richard's. Buckingham raised an army from where else? But the Welsh Marches in Wales. And basically Henry Tudor was watching all of this, just going, I might be able to cash in on this if he wants to back me, and maybe we can get a little alliance between Brittany and England, since now the only English possession left in France is Calais. That's it. Everything else in France is gone, including Brittany. So they planned an invasion. However, Henry Tudor's ships ran into a storm. They were forced to return to Brittany and Normandy. Buckingham's army ran into the same storm, and as soon as they got within sight of Richard's forces, they all turned tail and ran. That's the whole thing, is that Buckingham, by switching sides like that, didn't inspire a lot of confidence in his men. And like I said, they saw the size of Richard's army. Remember, Richard is a military force. And they saw the size of Richard's army. They said, you know what, I don't want any part of this. We're out of here. And they all deserted Buckingham. Buckingham tried to escape,